Hi, everyone, and thank you for being here. It's Thursday. More often than not, I start the program off by going through today's edition of the Sayersville Independent. I don't have time to do that tonight, so hope you have one already. If not, you can get your hands on one as soon as possible. A lot of interesting sports reads that I refer to are Throwback Thursday pages, another hit. I'll leave it at that. That's worth the price of the paper, which doesn't cover the cost of printing the paper, by the way. Nevertheless, but as well, a lot of important stories that we hope that you'll follow in this week's edition. I have one major headline for you tonight, one main headline that I want you to watch and that I'm going to ask you to help with as well. And we'll get to that in just a few moments, and it's where much of my focus has been for the latter half of the day in regards to a local family which lost everything in a structure fire yesterday. And that's really not the beginning or end of the story for the past several days that they've had to endure. With that said, I'll give you all the information you'll hear from a local mother of three in just a few moments, and we'll let her tell you as much as possible about the situation that has unfolded and left them homeless this evening and without essentially any belongings, and that also includes for her three beautiful children as well. I think 11, 13, and 16 in age, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll go there in just a few seconds. I only want to mention another thing that we will be talking about in the near future. I'd already started kind of laying some groundwork over the past couple of weeks for a report that we're just going to have to do. You know, over the years, I can recall 20 years ago, one of the first things I did on the news, it was back when we started to see the opioids, the pills start to just explode all over, and the uproar that was caused in the community, and folks wanting to help, and some often more than not finding a way or being able to do so. It's just hard to do. It's hard to do. And now we've gone on to, of course, other drugs of choice, and meth and heroin are two of the predominant killers that we're facing right now. And we've already been following numbers throughout the pandemic. Some more numbers have been released this week, and they show indeed it was just as bad, if not worse, as what we had thought. And I think anyone who lives here knows just how that we're not being excluded from that. We did set a record in the nation as a whole for 2020 for overdose deaths, without a doubt. And here in Kentucky, our increase was over 50%, almost 55% in 2020 compared to 2019. There are some Kentucky cities that right now, on this date in July, have already passed the total number of overdose deaths they had last year even. And last year was a bad year for them. Last year, in fact, over 90,000 Americans, actually close to 94,000 Americans, died from overdose deaths. That equates to, if you do the math, over 200, well, more than 250 a day. And that's about a 30% increase from just 2019. As far as overdose deaths, 54% of an increase here in Kentucky from 2019 to 2020, and we are, of course, one of the highest numbers in that regards in the nation. Here in McGoffin County, we've already started. I know it's a touchy subject. It's something that no one wants to, admit to or talk about within your family or publicly. But and with HIPAA and everything else, it's hard to gather that data. So we're trying to do so on an anonymous basis without any names or things attached. Maybe an age, maybe a gender, if possible, at the most. But we know here that I can confirm that I believe, without going into any detail, we've had at least 2 overdose deaths this month. We're, just halfway through, a little more than halfway through. We've had 2 calls of overdoses to authorities in just the past 2 days that weren't fatal, both of which I believe involving Narcan and reviving those individuals. And that's almost that is perhaps a daily thing for our EMS and ambulance service. We'll be looking at that soon. Just wanted to let you know we have to do something. We have to talk about it. It's a conversation we're going to have, and I hope it is with your help. I hope you'll join me for my special report right after these messages.
Now open in Sayersville, brand new for your dining pleasure. Eat in or carry out. It's JJ's Burgers and Beer, where their all-star chef is cooking up 4-ounce to full 1-pound gourmet class burgers and sides. First-rate pizzas and breadsticks, wings, rings, and more, and your favorite beer by the bottle or by the bucket. It's JJ's Burgers and Beer, only at Speedy's in Sayersville. Call the pros. All Pro Gutter Works specializes in seamless gutters, vinyl siding, metal roofing, replacement doors and windows, remodeling or adding on to your home with free and fair estimates backed by decades of happy and return customers with guaranteed satisfaction and 18 months 0% financing. All Pro Gutter Works. 349-9999.
I spent the day with a really nice family today under some of the most dire of circumstances. However, no one got hurt or worse, and that's a good bottom line to have. But everything else they have is lost. I'm asking anyone who can, to whatever degree you can, consider helping. One of our own families here in McGoffin County who lost everything in a structure fire yesterday. And sadly, that's not the whole story either. The mom you're about to meet and her 3 beautiful kids are all safe and weren't home or hurt in the fire. And like I said, that's the best thing you can hope for. But they need your help to even try to recover. As for them not being home when the fire started, well, they weren't. They were at Amanda Reisner's mother's because she was actually the woman hurt in the car wreck that happened on Sunday that I reported to you earlier in the week. And she was staying at her mother's and had decided it was time to try to go back to their home.
I got 31 stitches in my knee, and both sides of my foot is sprung, is what I'm guessing. I had an MRI done the other day on it.
Injuries she sustained in this 2-car collision that happened on Gun Creek on Sunday. And just yesterday, on Wednesday, she thought it was time to try to go back home.
It was me and Logan, Marley, and William that was there. We was there until Sunday, and I needed to, because of the wreck, I needed to stay here at my mom's to heal up just a little bit. And I wanted to go home last night, and when I wanted to go home, the trailer was on fire, so I went home. I mean, it was just that, it was that quick. It was all gone that quick. I had 3 cats and 3 dogs in my house. I saved 2 of my cats. And one of my dogs, I'm still missing one of my dogs. She was my service dog. I lost it all. The kids lost everything. When I got in a car accident, my kids, 2 of them was at home. And my friend went and got them. Well, as bad and nervous as my middle one is, Logan, he walks out of the house with no shoes on and just grabs a t-shirt and a pair of shorts. He didn't have no shoes. He didn't have anything. They took it all.
The home itself was a double wide that Amanda tells me that she'd purchased not too long ago. It was paid for, but it was uninsured. It was actually, she says, uninsurable. It was involved in a fire previous to her ownership, and she knew that, and they bought it and moved it here and have been working on it slowly but steadily as she could afford to do so, trying to get each of the kids' rooms done as they could.
The neighbor said that it had started in my little girl's room, and I was on the process of working on the electric in that room, and they wasn't done yet because we had an extension cord, a big extension cord running right there that had a little light thing on it that I could plug in so she could see a light, have a light, and that was it. There was nothing else in her room to cause anything. I do say that I've lived there for over 30 years, 33 years. I was 3 years old when I moved there, and I was only off maybe a year and a half in the last 13 years, 14 years. And it's always, and so I'm going back. It's home to me. It's always been home, and no one will ever run me off unless I have to.
As for the cause of the fire, it's still unknown. It is under investigation. An arson investigator with the Kentucky State Police has already been on site and looked into the matter. We have no word as to what they may have found or determined as of yet. We'll keep you up to date on that. There is, however, ways to help. A GoFundMe page with a goal of $10,000 has been established, only a few dollars raised towards that goal. As of airtime, we're hoping that will change in the next few hours with your help. Amanda has 3 beautiful children, and she has always been a champion of awareness for others like herself who have a learning disability. And with no insurance on the structure right now, donations like those through the GoFundMe page might be all the relief that they'll be able to see.
I draw Social Security and SSI, and then child support on one, and that's it.
I'll have some more information on the program tomorrow. I'm currently gathering clothing sizes and shoe sizes and the like for the family of 4. In the meantime, you can go to the GoFundMe site and find out more. Help Amanda Rebuild Her Home is what it's listed under. You can also find out more by going to her sister's Facebook page. Her sister is at the bottom of your screen, Melinda, and it's spelled M-A-L-I-N-D-A, Miller Auction. There's also a phone number for a family member that you can call as well, and that's 606-331-9155. Again, I'll gather some clothing sizes. I've got about half of those right now. I'll have the rest of them tomorrow. I will post a quick update on the show for you then, in hopes that anyone who can will reach out to the Reisner family and help them any way you can. And lastly, a couple of very important things. These 2. As you heard Amanda say, they were able to rescue a few animals, pets from the fire. I think one of the kids actually went in or opened a door and got them out. But these 2 haven't been seen. And Izzy, the small white dog, is the support animal that Amanda referred to that she needs just as much as she loves. So if either one of these pets are seen in the area of Jake Reisner Fork off of Punchin, please call the family or contact them through Facebook or contact me here at the Sagersville Independent or Your News Today studios. Again, I'll have a list of clothing sizes, shoe sizes, and whatever else I can gather in an update on tomorrow's program. We hope you can help. I hope you'll be right back for the rest of Your News Today after this. Welcome to East Kentucky's premier vape and CBD shop, offering all natural tobacco alternatives and everything vape and smoke shop related. Everything you're looking for and everything you're not. Best quality, best prices, best service.
Come to Appalachian Smoke Shop for all your tobacco alternatives and accessories, as well as products like CBD, kratom, and legal THC that people are telling us they're using to treat pain, anxiety, depression, difficulty sleeping, and lack of energy, as well as just for overall wellness. Make it your one stop, Appalachian Smoke Shop.
Appalachian Wireless is proud to offer the Emergency Broadband Benefit Discount. This federal program can reduce the cost of our 25 gig unlimited plan by up to $50 a month. If someone in your household qualifies for certain government benefit programs or experienced substantial loss in income in the last year, you may be eligible. Only one discount per household, and it's only available until allotted funds run out. For more details, go to AppalachianWireless.com/EBB. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless. Unlimited data speeds will be slowed to 512 kilobytes after 25 gig per line.
Parkway Pharmacy, as always, promises the quickest service with the very best care and prices, and to always have someone there to talk to when you have a question. With 3 pharmacists, curbside, drive-through, and call-ahead service. Parkway Pharmacy in Sagersville, 349-4400.
Where you can always talk to a pharmacist when you need one.
On tonight's community calendar, brought to you by McGoffin Farm Bureau, a reminder about the big Hillbilly Christmas in July event that starts in Pikeville, makes its way to Sagersville, and then back to the Mountain Arts Center in Prestonsburg. It's a 2-day event. Saturday, you can pre-register in the morning in Pikeville. Kids Day in the park is 5 to 7. They've been pre-registering up at Mineshaft Harley-Davidson in Pikeville for the past few days and today. And then they'll have the parade Saturday evening. I'll tell you more about all that tomorrow. I'll give you the complete and final schedule. Then Sunday, they'll register at 8 again at Mineshaft Harley-Davidson, which is where they're going to leave from. They're going to pull out of there, go to Stonecrest, take a quick break, get a drink, maybe use the bathroom, stretch their legs, and then they'll make their way to Sagersville, make a loop, and back to the Mac, and their prizes and a great lunch will be awaiting, as well as the wonderful feeling you'll have in knowing that you helped raise some money for the kids at Shriners Hospital. We have, I think it is, on average, about 75 kids every month that use their services just in McGoffin County alone. How's that grab you? I'll have Mr. Jimmy Kinney with us tomorrow to remind us and tell us everything else we need to know about the event, a little bit a little bit more about the route and everything else. So join him then. But get ready for a big, big weekend, especially a big parade on Saturday. That's open to, again, everyone. Doesn't have to be show vehicles, Jeeps, or motorcycles. Drive your work truck. Bring it on down. Whatever you can get that runs, join us. Next in announcements, obituaries, brought to you nightly by the McGoffin County Funeral Home. I've been told this evening that 73-year-old Larry Isaac of Sagersville passed away on Tuesday of this week at the St. Mary's Hospital in Huntington. I'm also told that arrangements are still being made and incomplete at this hour, but to be announced soon via the McGoffin County Funeral Home. Again, 73-year-old Larry Isaac of Sagersville. It's time to play the Lee's Famous Recipe Daily Lunch Special Game, where behind curtain number 1, we have our super tasty country fried steak sandwich. And behind curtain number 2, our famous chicken sandwich with lettuce, pickle, and mayo. And you can get either one of those on a bun or a biscuit. But wait, behind curtain number 3, our extra famous footlong with homemade chili. And all 3 come served with our famous hand-dipped potato wedges and a drink. Monday through Friday for lunch from 11 to 2 for just $5 plus tax. You're a winner either way you go at your Sagersville Lee's Famous Recipe.
I'm Dr. Jason Zimmerman at Highlands ARH, the healthcare system of Appalachia.
There's no missing that this is the new McFarland and Tinker Law Office location on the Mountain Parkway in the former Farm Bureau building in Sagersville, just like there's no denying that their nearly 60 years of legal experience has won their clients millions and millions of dollars in disability, auto accident, and wrongful death cases. It's where your case matters to you and to us. McFarland and Tinker, also Griffey approved. Just click on ConleyTire.net and you can shop for tires, find out more about services, brands, wheels, rims, their free coffee, free Wi-Fi, and free local shuttle service, and of course the latest and greatest current offers and specials, like how right now you can get up to $150 back on a set of Goodyears. That's ConleyTire.net, or you can always stop by in Staffordsville or give them a call at 297-2424. Now, let's talk about the weather right now over Sagersville. Nothing but pretty clear skies by comparison, certainly by comparison. And we will see only a slight chance of some showers during the rest of the evening. I think closer to 7, maybe see a little blip on the radar pop up. Those showers, by and large, moving to our north and on to the east. And I don't see many of them having a great impact on our forecast or conditions over the course of the next few hours, but that's not to say they won't. But I'm hoping right now those storms that are currently over towards Danville and moving into Lexington are going to kind of continue and either fizzle out or pass over us. Maybe some of them getting the northern part of the county. So you have to keep your eye on it. We have only a 10% chance of those showers and storms affecting us over the course of the next hour or two in the forecast. And otherwise, we've got 66 degrees and mostly clear skies tonight. We will see some patchy fog, I believe, to no surprise this evening. That will linger into your tomorrow, where we see the upper 80s, mostly sunny skies, and about a 40% chance of showers and storms. Saturday still looking to be the worst day of the bunch weather-wise. The next scenario paints a picture of about 83 degrees with all the clouds and showers and winds out of the southwest. We'll see lower 80s instead of upper, and an 80% chance of showers and storms throughout much of the day on Saturday. Now, that may have some bearing on some of the events up in Pikeville for the Hillbilly Christmas in July event, but maybe not. And Sunday right now, even though it's calling for mostly cloudy and a 60% chance of showers and storms, I think there's a good chance that we'll be able to dodge a lot of those, maybe with some properly scheduled or adjusted breaks that they're going to take throughout the parade. But they're going to be having it one way or the other, and I'll let Jimmy tell you more about that tomorrow. With that said, though, Sunday's going to be a little more comfortable, 79 for the daytime highs and 63, but still mostly cloudy and still that 60% chance of showers, but we'll see what the next 24-hour holds in the forecast. See if it improves. Sunshine returns for your Monday with low 80s still in town, 82, mostly sunny, a 30% chance of showers and storms. Tuesday, we'll start to work our way up back to the mid 80s by Wednesday and Thursday. 84 Tuesday, mostly sunny, a 20% chance of showers and storms. Pretty much the same for Wednesday and Thursday. We'll perk it up a degree or two up to the 86-degree range or so. Still some sunshine and a 20% chance of showers and storms.
And that is going to wrap it up for this evening. And I will see you tomorrow wrapping up this week. I will do so with the latest information and everything you'll need to know about the big Shriners event, the Christmas in July, Hillbilly Christmas in July event, which is starting in Pikeville, making its way all the way to Sagersville before heading back to the MAC. They've got big prizes, great food, a lot of fun, and the best of causes all wrapped up into this event. A 2-day event, and as I told you on the calendar, starts Saturday, but the big ride will happen Sunday, rain or shine, doesn't matter. And I'll have one of the organizers to tell you everything we need to know tomorrow night. So hopefully everyone can participate. If you want to stop and just donate, you can drive your work truck. Doesn't have to be a show car or motorcycle. However you want to get there or be a part or just stand out in the streets of Sagersville and watch as it rolls through, that's great too. We'll talk about it tomorrow night. Good Thursday to you.